Welcome to my bold and beautiful Today's Show channel. I hope today fantastic for everyone. Please hit the subscribes button and give this video thumbs up. Liam discovers Hope knows he's dying. Luna hides from Deacon. The bold and the beautiful recap for Tuesday, May 13th, reveals that Liam Spencer discovered that Hope Logan knew about his brain tumor, while Luna Nozawa hid from Deacon Sharp. At Brooke Logan's place, Hope didn't want to leave things unsaid with Liam, so they had another conversation that was full of powerful emotions on Tuesday's BNB episode. Since Liam recently pushed Hope to reunite with Carter Walton, he basically apologized if he overstepped. Hope assured Liam that she liked his honesty, and that he could always tell her anything. Liam felt that Hope deserved to be happy with someone like Carter, and thought they were good together. Hope reminded Liam that they used to feel that way about each other too. Hope eventually got Liam laughing over happy memories. After Hope insisted they could make more, she suggested a family trip and broke down over not expressing her love enough. "You know, don't you?" Liam asked as he hugged a crying Hope, who nodded against him to confirm she knew he was dying. At Il Giardino, Deacon caught Sheila Sharp deep in thought over Luna, but he assumed she was thinking about John Finnegan and Hayes Forrester Finnegan. Sheila didn't like Deacon's final bit of slandering Luna during this conversation. Deacon, on the other hand, quickly backed off because he thought Sheila had not spoken to Luna as he had asked. At the Cliff House, Steffi Forrester snapped that Luna couldn't be there, so Finn piped up that he told Luna that as well. Luna just wanted to spend a few minutes with her father, but Steffi said she'd done that and pushed her to leave. Although Luna claimed she was sorry for her mistakes, Steffi argued the things Luna had done weren't the kind of things you just apologize for. Luna suggested she knew she had to take responsibility, and claimed she wouldn't bother them again. Afterward, Luna hid from Deacon at the restaurant while he wrapped up his conversation with Sheila. Once the coast was clear, Luna gave Sheila updates on some bad news since Steffi came home and derailed her Finn bonding attempt. Back with Steffi, she didn't hold Luna's visit against Finn and hoped that they got through to her about boundaries. Talk turned to Steffi telling Hope about Liam's grim fate, so Finn reminded her that Liam didn't want anything else to know. Even so, Steffi defended her decision to blab since Hope needed the truth. Heartbroken Carter overhears Hope and Liam's future talk. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Wednesday, May 14th, reveal that heartbroken Carter Walton will overhear Hope Logan and Liam Spencer's future talk, so the drama's about to heat up. Since Hope's had such a hard time controlling her emotions, Liam just figured out that she must know about his terminal condition. Liam is facing an inoperable brain tumor and didn't want the secret to spread any further, but Hope indeed found out the truth. Even if Hope doesn't reveal Steffi Forrester is the one who told her, Liam will surely figure that out. Of course, Liam probably won't blame Steffi under the circumstances, since she's just trying to do the right thing by bringing Beth Spencer's mom in the loop. In fact, Liam might admit he's relieved that Hope knows the whole story in the end. It should feel good for Liam to be able to confide in Hope without any deception between them. While Liam opens up about his struggles and how tough it'll be to say goodbye to his loved ones, Carter Walton will make a promise to Brooke Logan at Forrester Creations. After Carter admits he's still not ready to walk away from Hope, Brooke should provide some encouragement. It's possible that Brooke will persuade Carter to immediately visit Hope, giving her the final push she requires to reunite with him. Unfortunately, BNB spoilers say Carter will get a shock when he shows up outside Brooke's door, and overhears Hope telling Liam that their future is together. Hope will insist she doesn't want to spend any more time apart from Liam, so Carter will face a crushing blow since he doesn't know about the inoperable brain mass news. However, Liam has already been talking about wanting to spend as much time as possible with Hope and Beth. Hope's future could still be with Liam in a platonic way that's focused on their family reunion. We know Liam will make another attempt to push Hope and Carter back together before the week's over. By then, Carter will already be leaning on Daphne Rose for support after eavesdropping on Hope's conversation with Liam. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say this misunderstanding could give Daphne the advantage she needs to convince Carter to move on, so stick with us for updates on all the chaos. Liam's heartache, Hope seeks answers. Carter determined. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Wednesday, May 14th reveal Liam Spencer cannot bear the thought of losing Hope Logan and his daughters. Carter Walton informs Brooke Logan that he has not given up on Hope. Will Carter get his heart broken again when Hope declares her love for Liam? Liam Spencer cannot bear the thought of losing Hope Logan. Hope and Liam have just taken a trip back in time. Hope was discussing how good their life together had been, and how much she misses that. Hope and Liam went astray when Liam saw her kiss Thomas Forrester. However, Liam recently asked Hope for another chance, which she declined to give him. Now that Liam is facing his impending death, he cannot help but think about the time he and Hope spent together and how special it was. Read more. Find out what happened on the last episode of B&B. Liam and Hope discuss his children and how different they are. Hope reveals that she wants to make more memories together. Liam can be more open now that his has figured out that Hope knows the truth. Liam Spencer doesn't want to lose his daughters. Liam is very proud of his two little girls, Kelly Spencer and Beth Spencer. Liam doesn't want to leave his girls without a father. Kelly has John Finn Finnegan, who Liam knows will be a great father too. Kelly loves Finn and has been her stepfather for some time. Since Hope broke up with Carter, Beth has no one to replace him. However, Liam has encouraged her to get back with Carter until now. Will Hope insist on remarrying Liam and taking care of him until his time comes? Could Liam get a miracle at the last minute to survive this brain tumor and be with his kids? Check out these spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Taylor gives her opinion on Steffi's controversial move. Carter Walton declares his intentions. Hope will overhear Carter expressing her desire to marry Liam and declare her love for him. Carter has no idea that Liam is sick or that his is dying, and neither does Brooke. Brooke will hear from Carter that he hasn't given up hope. Carter believes he and Hope are meant to be together. Carter is determined to win Hope back. Hope may believe that she can delay responding to Carter until Liam's untimely death. However, a lot of things could happen in that amount of time. There might be a solution. Hope could fall back in love with Liam. Even if Hope had chosen to give Beth a sibling to grow up with, she might have given birth to a child with Liam when he dies. Will Carter and Hope ever end up reuniting? Deacon's intuition, Steffi's demands, Liam's discovery. The Bold and the Beautiful recap indicates that Hope Logan and Liam Spencer are together. Liam will always be with her. Sheila Sharp is thinking about Luna Nozawa. Deacon Sharp wonders what she is thinking about. Steffi Forrester wonders why Luna is there. Deacon Sharp can read Sheila Sharp like a book. Deacon knows that Sheila is thinking about Finn and her grandchild. According to Deacon, it is acceptable to contemplate Finn and her grandchild. Sheila talks about seeing other people with their grandkids and she misses that. Deacon brings up Luna and Sheila gets upset with him. Deacon leaves before she gets any more upset. Deacon has a meeting across town and wants to make sure that Sheila is okay. Deacon appreciates Sheila trying to be good. Luna arrives and Sheila wants to know what she is doing there. Read more. Find out what happened on the last episode of B&B. Sheila asks if Luna went to see Finn. Luna says it didn't go as she had hoped. Luna tells Sheila that Steffi came home and made her leave. Sheila says Luna has to make amends for the things she has done. Luna says she thinks that they believed her when she told them she would. Steffi points out that Luna tried to kill her as well. You wanted me dead. Luna says she is sorry, but that doesn't account for much. Steffi Forrester puts Luna Nozawa on the road. Steffi tells Luna that she cannot be there. Finn says he told her that. Steffi will not allow Luna to push Finn's boundaries. Luna wasn't trying to, but she wanted to be close to her father. Luna wanted a few minutes with Finn. Steffi said she had that and tells her to leave. Luna talks about how she wants a relationship with her dad. Luna agrees to leave and not come back. Steffi says they have set boundaries and Luna needs to abide by them. Steffi tells Finn that she told Hope about Liam. Steffi says it is strange to be on the same page. Steffi tells Finn that Hope loves Liam and she deserved to know the truth. They are going to protect the little girls from learning about Liam's illness. Read this. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Steffi's controversial move. Taylor weighs in. Liam Spencer realizes that Hope Logan knows the truth. Hope tells Liam that she feels there is a lot that has been unsaid between them. Liam asks if Hope believes they have left things unsaid. Hope brings up Liam telling her that she should be with Carter. Liam thinks he went overboard. Hope says it is good that they can talk. Liam doesn't want Hope to let her light dim. There is so much more to come for Hope. Hope deserves to share her life with someone special, like Carter Walton. Hope and Liam have had their good days. Hope wants to talk about Liam. They have been through so much together. Hope says they have created so many beautiful things together. Hope is grateful for Liam. Liam talks about the cabin and how much he loved their time there. Liam loved the intimacy of the cabin and how he could hear their daughter from anywhere on the property. Hope tells Liam they could make more memories. Hope discusses reuniting their daughter after they thought she had passed away. Hope and Liam discuss a volcano project. Liam is surprised to be smiling and laughing. Hope wants Liam to be happy. Hope thinks they should spend some quality time together. Liam wants to spend as much time with them as possible. Hope says they treasure their time with Liam. Hope tells Liam that he needs to know how much they love him. Liam hugs Hope and asks if she knows. The Bold and the Beautiful unfurled a powerful chapter in its ongoing saga, one that intertwined love, regret, desperation, and secrets across generations and rivalries. At Brooke's house, where echoes of past betrayals and reconciliations still linger in every corner, Hope Logan and Liam Spencer found themselves once again drawn into a moment of tender intimacy, steeped not in romance, but in the raw vulnerability that only impending loss can summon. For days, Liam had been carrying the unbearable weight of a terminal diagnosis, an inoperable brain tumor that was slowly stealing his future, and while he tried to protect Hope from the pain of knowing, the ache in her eyes betrayed that she already did. What began as a conversation meant to tidy the emotional threads between them escalated into a heartbreaking reckoning. Hope, unable to suppress the tears and memories, reminded Liam of the love they once shared, the kind that, while no longer romantic, still tethered them as co-parents and former soulmates. In the belief that Hope deserved a life of stability and peace rather than grief and end-of-life timelines, Liam, ever so noble in his tragedy, had attempted to gently nudge Hope toward Carter Walton. But as they reminisced over laughter-filled days in the cabin, of volcano projects and the fragile miracle of Beth's return from the ashes of loss, their connection reignited. Not with passion, but with sacred remembrance. Liam's voice trembled as he asked her the question that had haunted him since she began looking at him with that mixture of fear and love. "You know, don't you?" And in that moment, nestled in his arms, Hope nodded through tears, the confirmation silently shattering them both. Another set of secrets and strained family ties played out at Il Giardino outside of that emotional crucible, where Steffi Forrester's unwavering resolve ended Luna Nozawa's tenuous connection to Finn. Luna had arrived to learn more about the man whose blood ran through her veins, not out of malice but out of a daughter's longing to belong. However, Steffi, ever the guardian of her marriage and fortress of order, reprimanded Luna and warned her that apologies could not fix the mess she had caused. Despite Luna's protest that she only wanted a few minutes with her father, Steffi made clear that the door was closed, perhaps permanently. It wasn't just about Luna's betrayal, but about the emotional war Luna had reignited. A reminder that families broken by secrets rarely mend overnight. Finn, caught between his oath to his wife and the tug of biological blood, remained largely silent, but his eyes betrayed a sorrowful wish for peace he couldn't manifest. After her dismissal, Luna fled, hiding like a fugitive at Il Giardino, while Deacon wrapped up a conversation with Sheila that was just as layered and combustible. Deacon, who prides himself on reading Sheila like a book, had assumed her troubled mood was centered on missing Finn and Hayes, not knowing the young woman he had banned from their lives was right around the corner, eavesdropping and aching for a place in their tangled family tree. Sheila, who once reveled in chaos, now clung to her fragile redemption arc and brushed off Deacon's critiques of Luna, subtly defending the girl even while swearing she'd gone no contact. When Deacon left, Luna emerged and confessed to Sheila that her efforts to bond with Finn had once again failed, derailed by Steffi's unrelenting wall. Sheila, who sees in Luna not just a grandchild substitute but a kindred spirit of rejection, told her she needed to make amends, but even she knew the road back was long and littered with resistance. Meanwhile, at Forrester Creations, Carter Walton poured his heart out to Brooke Logan, confessing that despite Hope's refusal to reunite, he hadn't given up. He believed there was still a future between them, unaware that Hope's heart had already begun shifting, if not toward romantic love for Liam, then at least toward a deep emotional reunion built on shared parenthood and impending grief. Brooke, who has a history of orchestrating romantic relationships, advised Carter not to give up and to confront Hope directly, despite the fact that doing so would come at the worst possible time. Back at Brooke's house, Carter's hopeful knock was paused as he overheard Hope, through a crack in the door, declaring her desire to remain by Liam's side, insisting she didn't want to be apart from him any longer. Carter, who had already been on emotional thin ice, staggered away from the door, crushed and confused. He didn't know Liam was dying. He didn't know Hope's emotional reunion with Liam was tethered to heartbreak, not betrayal. To Carter it sounded like a final nail-in, the coffin of their chance. And in that vulnerable state, he'd soon find comfort in the most unexpected of places. Daphne Rose, the quiet and ambitious Forrester publicist who had quietly admired Carter from afar. This potential pivot was already forming in the background, as the show slowly positioned Daphne to emerge not just as a rebound, but as a woman of real emotional intelligence, perhaps even someone who could finally give Carter the love he kept chasing in unavailable women. Elsewhere, the dynamics of protection and moral ambiguity played out between Steffi and Finn, as they debated the ethics of Steffi telling Hope about Liam's diagnosis despite his wishes. The ever-rational Dr. Finn reminded his wife that it wasn't Steffi's secret to tell, and that Liam wanted to control who knew. Steffi, on the other hand, remained steadfast in her decision, arguing that Hope owed Beth and Beth alone the right to know. In her mind, she had done the honorable thing, ripping the Band-Aid off before time ran out. She expressed a shared pain with Hope, a rare moment of truce between the rivals, admitting that even she couldn't deny how deep Liam and Hope's bond still ran. And in the quiet of that moment, there was an unspoken acknowledgement that even as Steffi rebuilt her life with Finn, a part of her would always carry Liam's heartbreak, would always wish she could rewrite the pain that now had no cure. Back in Brooke's living room, the emotional floodgates fully opened as Liam spoke about their daughters Beth and Kelly, and how proud he was of the lives he helped shape. In spite of their tension, he acknowledged that Finn was a trustworthy individual to whom he could entrust his daughter, and that he would be there for Kelly. But Beth only had him. And while he had once told Hope to find love again, to lean on Carter, that resolve was cracking beneath the reality of his looming death. The closer it came, the more Liam craved not solitude but presence, not noble sacrifice, but final memories, even fleeting ones. Hope, for her part, appeared to blur the line between romantic and familial love, unsure if her desire to be near Liam was born from devotion, pity, obligation, or a tangled mixture of all three. Her tears weren't just about losing Liam. They were about the years wasted, the misunderstandings that kept them apart, the knowledge that their final chapter would be defined not by bitterness, but by love rediscovered too late. There was talk of taking a family trip, of creating new memories, of letting Beth see her parents as allies if not lovers. And that, more than anything, seemed to give Liam peace. Not the promise of survival, but the assurance that he would not be forgotten, that his children would carry the best of him even after his light dimmed. Outside that house, the ripple effect of this secret continued to grow. Deacon, who sensed something was brewing between Sheila and Luna, began to question just how far the past could stay buried. Sheila, who once clawed her way into Finn's life with threats and blackmail, now found herself wanting to do the opposite for Luna, to shield her from destruction rather than unleash it. But her capacity for manipulation still lurked just beneath the surface. As Luna returned to the shadows, vowing not to return, it was clear she wasn't done. Not with Finn, not with Steffi, and certainly not with Deacon, whose intuition would eventually lead him to the truth. Whether Luna's redemption arc will be fulfilled or unravel in scandal is still uncertain, but for now she walks a lonely road, ostracized by blood, but not yet discarded by fate. As the episode closed, the characters were left on the edge of seismic change. Liam had accepted that Hope knew his truth, and while that truth still shattered him, it also freed him to love more openly in the time he had left. Hope was torn between two men, one alive with hope, the other dying with grace, and forced to confront what kind of future she wanted for herself and her daughter. Carter, devastated by what he heard, was about to choose whether to fight for love or flee from it. Steffi, morally defiant, stood by her controversial choice to unmask Liam's secret, risking trust to protect hearts. And Luna, exiled yet determined, continued her painful dance between redemption and rebellion. The end of Liam's life may not just reshape his family. It might realign the entire canvas of the bold and the beautiful, forging new alliances, exposing buried sins, and asking its characters one crucial question. What does love really mean when time is running out?